Welcome back, you guys. My name is Gina for those who do not know me, and those who do know me, thanks for coming back, thanks for being here, and thanks for subscribing. I have been wanting to make this video for so long. This video is for you if you feel like you don't have a community to turn to. If you feel like it's you, yourself, and I. If you feel lonely, if you feel like you don't really fit in, if you feel like you wish you had a friend to sit down and share everything that was on your heart and really have them receive it, really have them absorb it and understand and see you. So I've always wanted that kind of person that I can turn to, like I wanted to be the friend who's always there for people who can listen to all the things that they may be keeping inside, how we just walk through our lives. I was at a party today, and it's interesting how parties are supposed to be exciting, special, happy, right? And we focus on, I think, so much on the circumstance of how we should react and act in our life that it prevents us from showing up as we are in a given moment. I had a horrible morning. I had a lot going on in my personal life, and it had to do with a lot of different shocks and things that really stirred my being. Like, how those things that you go through make you feel like you're on the verge of an anxiety attack. If you have an anxiety, all my anxiety gals and pals out there, you get it. And it was one of those moments that I was like, okay, I can either not go, I can show up and mask, or that was it. And I said to myself, we're just gonna show up anyway and just appreciate and celebrate the experience. Pushing aside how I really was battling all these struggles with myself. And it started to get me thinking, like, damn, I need to do a YouTube video on this, because it is so common what we do. It's just like everyone is going through something. You know how they say, be kind. You never know what people are going through. And that is so true. We all have things that we are going through and facing and battling within ourselves. I'm gonna give you how to just not abandon yourself in certain situations where you feel like you almost have to. Authenticity doesn't always have to mean 100%. If you are in a place like I was at this party earlier today, if you're in a place where you don't want to let people in to all of the little nitty gritty of what's going on in your life or what's really weighing you down, you also want that emotional support, don't be afraid to say, look, I've had a really hard, morning day. I can tell you more about it later, but I'm here because I really need to be around my friends. I really need to be around the people I love right now. I really could use that extra love. Or if you really want to say it, I could use that extra support, and there's no harm in that. There's no harm in, I think I'm such an all or nothing person, and this is what I battle with myself and why I really, really want to speak not only to you, but to me, that there's no black and white with authenticity. Like, if you feel like you walk into a room and you're having a horrible day or a meeting, and you're at work and you're like, oh my gosh, like I have to do this whole, meeting, or I have to go to school today and college, I have to do this class, I have to do this presentation, I'm not in the mood, I'm not, yada, yada. If you feel that way and you feel like you're showing up and having to fake it till you make it, there's so much on that phrase, fake it till you make it, that it that phrase always drives me nuts. Like I don't like it, because it's not about faking till you make it. It's about honestly showing up and choosing a choice, showing up for yourself and letting that be enough. Faking it till you make it is basically confirming to yourself that what you are existing in right now isn't enough. What you have to present isn't enough. So you're just gonna muster up whatever you can to just fake it till you make it. So if you are in a place where you can't give all of yourself, don't beat yourself up about that. Not everyone deserves to be able to have access to that. And I think that is something I've learned along these many years of getting myself to people who just, I don't like to say don't deserve it, but don't deserve it. And sometimes people truly don't deserve that space in you. Sometimes people don't deserve that part of you that you let them in anyway.